The world of 1923 has always been synonymous with gripping drama, fierce power struggles, and dynamic characters. But in the second episode of Season 2, it introduces a brand new force that's sure to captivate fans. U.S. Deputy Marshal M. Fawcett, portrayed by Jennifer Carpenter, whose performance promises to be just as memorable as her iconic role as Deb Morgan on Dexter. After the high-stakes action and emotional depth of the season's first episode, Episode 2 shifts gears, drawing viewers into a storyline that's not just about survival, but about respect, power, and the complexities of the American frontier during a time of enormous social change. While the first episode of 1923, Season 2 largely focused on the harsh realities of winter, the struggle for survival, and the continuing development of familiar characters, Episode 2 brings with it the much-anticipated arrival of a new face who will challenge everything the Duttons and others in this unforgiving world have taken for granted. Monsieur Fawcett's introduction is poised to make waves, setting the stage for not just personal conflicts, but a larger exploration of how law enforcement, authority, and respect are navigated in a time of immense turmoil and violence. From the moment she steps into the frame, Monsieur Fawcett is a commanding presence. Calm, collected, and unfazed by the chaos around her. She's not like the other lawmen of the time. Instead of leaning on brute force or intimidation, M leads with authority, but more importantly, she leads with respect. There's a sharp contrast between her methodical, measured approach to law enforcement and the often aggressive, violent tactics of other characters, especially Marshal Kent and Renaud, who see the world through a much more rigid, uncompromising lens. One of the most fascinating aspects of Monsieur Fawcett's character is how she immediately sets herself apart with her stoic yet powerful demeanor. In a world dominated by male figures in positions of authority, her confidence and self-assuredness are palpable, and her respect for the land, its people, and the power dynamics around her are immediately evident. This is a woman who understands that power isn't always about violence. It's about control, perspective, and knowing how to use your words and actions to achieve the desired result. She is the embodiment of intelligence over force, and that alone makes her an intriguing and invaluable addition to the series. In an exclusive first look at Episode 2, we see M confront Marshal Kent and Renaud in a tense standoff that quickly escalates into an intellectual and psychological battle. Rather than relying on the typical shootout or physical confrontation we've come to expect from 1923, M. Fawcett holds her own by playing a much more dangerous game, one of wit, strategy, and calm authority. In this highly charged moment, M is not rattled by Kent's belittling remarks or the palpable tension in the air. Instead, she responds with a quiet, measured fury that commands attention. The scene showcases how she uses her presence to shift the power dynamic, standing tall against the condescending and aggressive attitudes that threaten to undermine the law in a tumultuous time. Her words, delivered with unwavering confidence, hit like a warning shot across the bow. Respect that badge only if it respects you back. It's a line that serves not just as a direct challenge to Kent and Renaud, but as a powerful reminder of the delicate balance between authority and respect. In a show as rich in its portrayal of the rugged American frontier, this line is a stark call to acknowledge the significance of the native populations and the environment in which these power struggles unfold. M's words serve as a pointed critique, one that will undoubtedly echo throughout the rest of the season, especially as tensions continue to rise between the settlers and the indigenous people. What makes Emmy Fawcett even more compelling is her dedication to fairness and justice, qualities that will undoubtedly test the existing power structures in 1923. As the episode unfolds, M navigates the thin line between duty and morality, showing that the law is not just about following orders, but about standing up for what is right, even when it's uncomfortable. Her character introduces a fresh perspective on the concept of law and order, during a time when many have become desensitized to violence and revenge. She brings a sense of integrity and complexity that adds depth to the already rich narrative tapestry of 1923. Beyond her interactions with Kent and Renaud, there's a growing sense that Monsieur Fawcett's story is just beginning. As viewers, we're left to wonder how her journey will intertwine with the other characters, particularly Spencer Dutton, who has quickly become a fan favorite. The potential for an alliance, or perhaps even an unexpected rivalry, between Spencer and M is rife with possibilities. Will their shared sense of justice and determination lead them to work together? Or will their differing methods and motivations create tension between them? The intrigue surrounding their possible connection leaves viewers eagerly speculating, making the stakes of 1923 Season 2 even higher. Jennifer Carpenter's portrayal of Em Fawcett brings a layer of complexity to the character that is both refreshing and exciting. There is an unmistakable depth to her performance, allowing Em to be a multifaceted character who will undoubtedly resonate with fans. Her nuanced approach to authority, justice, and respect will bring a new energy to the series, and we can only imagine how her presence will affect the show's trajectory in the episodes to come. The introduction of Emma Fawcett not only strengthens the narrative of 1923, but adds a much-needed contrast to the darker and more brutal elements that have defined the series so far. With her calm demeanor and unflinching sense of duty, she is poised to become one of the most memorable characters of the season. But the true impact of her role remains to be seen. Will she remain a steadfast lawman upholding order in a chaotic world, or will the brutal forces of the frontier push her to the brink? As we move deeper into Season 2, the paths of characters like Em Fawcett and Spencer Dutton are bound to intersect, and with each twist and turn, 1923 will continue to deliver the kind of drama that keeps viewers hooked. The stakes are high, and as the season progresses, Em's character promises to challenge everything we think we know about law, power, and respect in this unforgiving landscape. So don't miss Episode 2 of 1923 Season 2. Em Fawcett's arrival is more than just a new character, it's a turning point for the series that will shape the narrative for episodes to come. With Jennifer Carpenter's compelling performance and a storyline that's bound to captivate,